Hello, my crafty friends. It's me, Lisa, and today I have 5 different Christmas crafts for you that are really simple to make, and a lot of the things that I use to make these I got from the Dollar Tree. You all know how I love to go to the Dollar Tree, and with a little help from the Dollar Tree and some of my crafting stash, I was able to make these awesome Christmas crafts that I can use for my decorating this year. And I promise each of these projects are so simple and so fast that you could probably get all 5 of them done in a weekend. So how about we go make some Christmas crafts?
It all just goes away. Things I plan to say. Oh, baby.
All right, so this one is so easy, and I found this woodpile sign at Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off, and you can have this hang up either way. Then I bought a couple of letters, a J and a Y, and I'm just going to play around with these letters and see how they look on my sign. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted them to look like. So next I have this bendable, it looks like greenery, like pine greenery. So I'm gonna turn it into a wreath. So I made a circle and I put it onto my sign, and I'm pretty happy with how that is. So I just cut off a piece of that greenery, and I'm just going to fold it back over and loop it around on itself, because I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm making. I am making a wreath, and the wreath is going to be the O for the word joy. Now I know a lot of people have done stuff like this, and there's lots of different projects that show you how to do this, but this is something I've always wanted to do, and I finally got around to making it. Now, had I known this was as easy as it was, I probably would have done it a long time ago. And you can see I'm just about done wrapping that greenery around itself, and I have a nice little wreath, which also is the letter O. So then I'm going to secure that O in place with some hot glue onto my sign. And then I went ahead and secured the Y and the J. And there is my joy sign. Now I did want to add just a little bit of something extra, so I took these pine picks from the Dollar Tree. I love these things. They come in a pack of 6. Some of them had some snow on them, like flocking, and some of them were just plain. But for this one, I just grabbed a piece that I already had and cut off some of the little pieces of the pine. And then I just put some of that onto my O. And I found a couple of little berries, little berry twigs, I guess, and I just put that onto the wreath, or my letter O, as well. And there is my pretty sign. And I think I just showed you how easy this is to make and how fast you can make a sign like this. Super fun, super easy, and a great first craft. All right, so now we're on to the second one. And I got this piece of wood at Hobby Lobby, and of course it was 60% off of $2.99. So I removed the hanger, and then using some black acrylic paint that I got from the Dollar Tree, I painted the sign black. And I made sure to get all 4 sides as well before moving on to the front piece of my sign. And And actually this acrylic paint works really well. So then I just went over it with the brush, making all the strokes go down in the same direction. And once it was dry, I took these ornaments from the Dollar Tree. They're kind of like trees, and they have a little bit of glitter on them. So I took 3 of the ornaments and just kind of arranged them on the plaque. And I really like how this is looking, but those trees are a little bit too wide because I want them to mainly be on the plaque. So I did cut some of the tree branches off. I like that. And one more to go, so I'm going to go ahead and trim a few of those branches as well. And that looks pretty good. So next I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to secure these trees onto that board. And the last tree is glued in place. I'm really liking this so far, but I wanted to add Merry and Bright to the bottom. So I used my Cricut machine and I cut out the letters Merry and Bright, and I used iridescent vinyl. And this came in one of the surprise boxes, and I really like this. It's like a holographic type of vinyl. And then to cover up those holes, I did put a piece of ribbon. This is almost like a candy cane. It's white and silver and red striped. And I use that for the hanger for my sign. I did go ahead and secure the back pieces with a little bit of the Dollar Tree ribbon that I had from another craft, just to make sure it's going to stay in place. And then I covered up those holes with these little snowflakes that I got from a Dollar Tree Christmas tree, because I didn't want to have the holes showing through. They wouldn't have looked bad, but I wanted to add just a little something extra. And there is my Merry and Bright sign. I think this turned out probably better than I thought it was going to. I really like this sign, and I already have it hanging up for Christmas this year. All right, you guys, this project is so easy. I have this sign from the Dollar Tree, and then I have these Christmas cutouts from Hobby Lobby. And I really like that tree just like it is. I think he's gonna fit perfect on my sign. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the sign, remove the backing where it says Hello Love. And I'm going to paint the frame. So burnt umber is probably one of my favorite acrylic paints, so I just did a couple of coats of burnt umber paint on the frame. Now this frame is plastic, so I did 1 coat of paint, and once it was dry, I did a 2nd coat of paint. And once both coats of paint were dry, because it's plastic, it will peel easily, so I did go ahead and cover it with a layer of Mod Podge. And then I have this book of plaid paper. So I took my Christmas tree. Ooh, I like that one. And I put it up against each of the papers to find a paper that I would like to be the background of my sign. That one's okay. I like that one too. So then I just took some Mod Podge and put that all over the sign. And then I took my choice of plaid paper and attached it. And once the paper had secured itself to the sign, I went ahead and cut out the excess paper. See how pretty that is? So next I used some hot glue and secured the Christmas tree to the back, or the front, I guess, of my sign. And once my frame had dried, I put the sign back together. And then I just popped that into place and secured those little tags, so that will help hold it in place. And voila, I have a very pretty Christmas tree decoration for decorating. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with how he turned out. And again, it was so easy. All right, now this is a really fun one. So I found this sleigh at the Dollar Tree, and it's just a plastic sleigh and it says Merry Christmas. Well, I don't want it to say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a nice coat of spray paint. So my base coat is white. So I just coated the entire sleigh with the white spray paint. First I did the outside. And then I did inside the sleigh as well. And while that was drying, I took this sled that I got from the Dollar Tree and I also coated this with the white spray paint. Now this step that I did, you really don't have to do that if you're going to be making this. And you'll see why in just a minute. All right, so both pieces have dried, so I'm bringing them back inside and I'm going to use this extreme gold paint for my sled. So I'm going to paint the entire sled with the gold paint. And like I said a moment ago, I didn't really need to paint the sled. In fact, I think if I would have left it natural, this paint would have adhered better and I probably wouldn't have had to do 2 coats. And while my sled was drying, then I took this kind of a stipple paintbrush or stencil brush that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I took the gold and I painted that all around the top edge of the sleigh. And then I decided I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of gold all over the sleigh. So I just used that brush with a little bit of paint on it and I just kind of pounced it down onto the sleigh. It may be hard to tell, but this gold is super bright and I think it looks really nice against the white background, and it really, oh my goodness, it's just so shiny. Now, once my sled and my sleigh were dry, then I took my hot glue gun and I put some hot glue onto the top portion of the sled, and then I put the sleigh on top of the sled. Now look, I have like little feet. Like it looks like a real sleigh. So then I took a piece of floral foam, like that, and I secured it in place with some hot glue. And then I got these poinsettias at the Dollar Tree. So I went ahead and separated them. So they are, I think there were 5 on each bundle. And I did end up buying 3 bundles of these poinsettias. And these actually have gold tipping around some of the petals of the flower. So then I just put them into that floral foam in the sled. So I have basically turned the Dollar Tree plastic sleigh into a more realistic looking sleigh that's going to hold a bunch of flowers. So now the sleigh is a vase. And here is my sleigh all finished and ready to be displayed. I did put a little bit of gold cord on the front of it, but oh my goodness, look at my Christmas sleigh that's full of poinsettia flowers. Isn't that pretty? All right, I have one more project for you guys. Now, this one is so much fun. Oh my gosh. So I found these, I guess they're candle holders. They're glassware from the Dollar Tree. And Pottery Barn has some really pretty glass like this with this big stripe on it that kind of goes down like a swirly pattern. And I thought, you know, this would be so pretty to see if I can duplicate. So I found some bright red nail polish, and using some frog tape, painter's tape. This is the absolute best painter's tape if you're gonna try something like this. I put the tape around the glass piece, and then I just painted the open area. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, but this, oh my goodness, this is such a fun project and it's so pretty. And after I did one coat of the nail polish, it was pretty much dry, so I went ahead and did one more coat. And I found by doing 2 coats of the nail polish, it makes it so it's not so transparent and it looks like it's part of the glass. Plus, it's really shiny. The only thing you have to be careful of it is not to put your hands into the nail polish as you turn the glass around when you're painting it. Now, while the nail polish was still wet, I went ahead and removed that painter's tape. And again, I was just really careful not to touch the nail polish while I was removing the tape. And there is my finished glass. And I did do a couple more and added in a few Dollar Tree candles to make this an incredible centerpiece that I made for a lot less money than Pottery Barn. Oh my goodness, you guys, these projects were so much fun. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these projects, and I hope you come back for my next video. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, tell your friends, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.